You know, I'm okay with a little bit of padding or filler, but a whole mini dungeon for it isn't exactly my cup of tea. Sorry, everyone. Sorry to break this to you on a negative note. This area is the only part of the game I straight up dislike. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of Mario and Luigi, Partners in Time. Well, we did get out because it is a shortcut, but last episode, well, last time we found Princess Peach in a sort of transmission on a monitor, and she heard us for a little bit, but the transmission ended. We all we know is that she's at the top of the tower or castle. But unfortunately, on our way up, we got derailed, and we are now inside the sewers. Now, if you want some primo advice, I would recommend you fighting as much as you can, even more, because Shroob Rexes and Shroobsworths can be in the same fight. And, we've seen that the stats that these ultimate armor can give you is really solid, So we don't need the 100-point pants anymore. I mean, it'd be kind of a flex if we could get it, because, we don't even need it. But, like I said, we don't need it. Let's just defeat you. Boop. Yeah, if you jump on him, you just end his attack early, which is good. Okay, let's you know what, we could just use red shell. Red shell isn't that bad. Red shell, I feel like a lot of people underestimate the red shell, but it does do decent damage, and it can get the kills off pretty easily, especially if you have really good rhythm. Yeah, I can definitely see red shell as being really solid. Copy and mixed flowers, never gonna complain about those. I do wish they dropped trampoline or something though. Oh, if you don't remember what we're supposed to do in situations like this, yeah. But, okay, I like talking about one of my favorite games, and I feel like, in all fairness, I should talk about the good and bad of my favorite games. It's with this heavy heart that I'll tell you, this is one part of the game I just don't like. The underground, the Shroop Castle sewers just feels like needless padding. Like, this doesn't need to be in the game? I just don't see the need for it. We get the space trousers, which I believe works similarly to, well, we'll check in a minute. I believe it's less than the 100-point pants. Oh right, you can't pause while they're spinning down there, huh? One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight. 1,700 coins, not bad. Oh, we have a new enemy though. The dead guy, no. Whoa, a lot of them. For sake of demonstrative purposes, I will show off what they do. The ghoul guy. Yeah. Pretty funny name. Well, ooh. So he throws them really high in the air, and then depending on if the intern Shroob is upside down or not, that will determine who the Shroobsworth attacks. It's a pretty interesting idea for an attack. So the ghoul guys can possess enemies, giving them bonus stats. It's a pretty clever idea for an enemy, if I'm being honest, and I kind of like it. The stats are pretty scary. Like, they skyrocket. So don't exactly underestimate how much these guys can do. But if you want a quick, easy out way to get these guys, just use Mixed Flowers. Mixed Flowers tears these guys to shreds. or you can even just use trampolines or anything that really attacks multiple targets. Really, the only thing I don't recommend is pocket chomps, because the baby version of that doesn't do anything to them. He doesn't have attack up anymore. Oh, let's use a green shell. Green shell should kill him even with the defense buff. Yeah, because entrance troops, for those that don't know, are incredibly weak. Sort of like how the babies are, where their stats are pretty bad. Ooh, max mushrooms and red peppers are what the ghoul guys drop. Both very solid items. We haven't used these little baby tornadoes in a minute. Since Thwomp Cavern, if I recall. Man. Okay, so I guess I should talk about the pacing of the story. Because I did say I want to talk about the negatives and positives of the game. One of the negatives I do find about this game is the pacing near the middle endish. Like the end, like how we get the fourth and fifth Cobalt Star Shard. I think we get them extremely quickly. Because, like, okay, think about it. We get we get the first in Baby Bowser's Castle. Okay, that's fine. Then we get the second and third, or we retrieve the second from Baby Bowser, second and first after he takes it. Sorry about that. I got a important phone call. Nothing bad or anything. It was just important. Okay, so now let's see here. I think what we should do is use mixed flowers on Luigi's turn and then mixed flowers on Mario's, so then we can easily just kill the Shrewsworths in one fell swoop. Also, that was a Xenoblade reference for the 5 people that would get that, because unfortunately I don't know too many Xenoblade fans out there. That did 400 damage on a Lucky, Jesus. Also, okay, the way they in sync just beat up their old Shroobs is pretty funny. Like, they all just beat them to side. You know, because with the babies and the big bros, they like carry them off to the side. These guys, you know, Shrooms are intense and violent, so they just smack them into next week. It's kind of amusing. 3 copy flowers, okay. I was kind of hoping for one more set of Supreme Slacks, and I mean, it's not too late. We're not done with the game yet, guys. As you can tell by all this padding. Let's get some HP. Or not, okay, 2 was the lowest. You are going to level up a ton by fighting these enemies, though. Oh, 6 attack? Okay. This is one of the few games I don't mind being a little overpowered, because as I've noticed, the boss this game have, like, a ton of HP. So, you know, I don't mind being a little busted by the end of the game. I mean, I'm not gonna go full on, like, oh, risk badge, dynamic badge, all that. No, no, no. I'm not gonna go full on overpowered, because then it's just, like, it's not as fun in that sense, you know? And besides, those kind of setups take, like, inventory layouts, like, inventory setups, because, like, think about it. For Risk Badge, I would need to get rid of all my mushrooms to get the highest offensive value for it. And for the Dynamic Badge, I need to, like, ready my stock for doing that, you know? 568, Jesus. More copy flash. Yeah, like I said, these are rare drops, believe it or not. I'm stunned I got them as early as I did, to be honest. Nah. I think I'm fine with Stash the way it is, because remember, this is their base stats. This is not their, this is not counting for their equipment. This is not equipment stats. This is their base. Like, if we took all their equipment off, this is how they would be. Now we gotta launch the big bros across, which we haven't done since. Gosh, we haven't done this since Shroob Cavern, or not Shroob Cavern. Uh, Shroob Cavern. No, we haven't done this since Gritzy Desert. Let's get the babies out. Yeah, I will warn you guys. I probably should have warned you guys before, but there's gonna be a lot of fighting in these episodes. A lot of combat. Because you know, I want to get as much levels and stats that I can. Ooh, okay. Man, I've gotten really good at this. I mean, yeah, sure, you could just say, yeah, it's pressing the button, I hope you're good, but like, guys, cut me some slack. You know what, we don't use pocket chomps enough. I still think it is my least favorite. It's definitely my least favorite of the bros attacks, but you know, against dudes like this, when our stats are so sky high, we can manage doing a little bit, you know? I also just don't like how slow it is for the little amount of damage, because, like, it takes a while for it to actually rile up in its speed. And by then, when it riles up in its speed, it's too fast for you to keep up with. Just feels a little, you know, not fun in ways? I don't know. Okay, I didn't... The bridge, you can't just poof them on the bridge. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we set the drawbridges down. Sorry, I was making sure my recording was still going, because I have had moments, mainly on, I believe, Squeak Squad, where the recording, it looked like it was going, but then it wasn't. So, also to check the time, but, you know. Let me get my drink real quick. Always make sure to stay hydrated during these videos. Also, it's good for my throat. It's good for the recovery of it. I will give this place one thing. I do love the save album picture. It is pretty funny. I just love the use of sprites in this game. Mario and Luigi's always had that down, but like in this game, it definitely is no exception. Wow, that top screen looks pretty wild. Oh, these guys have actually given me a game over before. Jesus, it's because of how much they can bum rush you like this. Lethal Baba. Their name says it all. They die in one hit, one counterattack. They don't drop too much experience. I don't even know what they drop in terms of item or anything, but it's fine. They don't worry too much about them. The only reason why you can get overwhelmed by them is because they hurt, and you only fight them as the babies. So, be careful. Be extremely careful not to get first struck by them, because then they can really overwhelm you. We got the rocket genes, as well as we got the... I think we got the... no, what was it? The space trousers... No, it was something else. Man, I hate this. This is why I shouldn't... Man, ugh. The efficiency of these genes belies their otherworldly appearance. Interesting. We got something, didn't we? Man, this is why you should check these things the moment you get it, so you don't forget like I do. Oh. Yeah, these guys can hurt, so just a reminder. Boop. Okay. they're not hard to counterattack, though. I should point that out. They are pretty simple to counterattack, at least in that attack. I believe the other one, you have to jump over them at the right time, which their blast counts as a hitbox, so, you know, that that's not fun. A lot of coins here. Jeez. It's like playing a game of Pac-Man. Oh, wow, okay. Little secret area. Or not secret if it's required. Well, there's a Paper Mario Sticker Star. That seems to like that idea of required secrets, don't they? They love that concept. Oh, man. Sorry about that. For those that actually do like Sticker Star, it's just I'm not one of them. We got the Lucky Badge A, though, on a brighter note, where it makes lucky hits much easier to land. So, you know, that's always good. We are now at a point where I'm really satisfied with our badge layout. Like, on a normal playthrough, I would not change my layout of equipment. Also, correct, I am not getting beans anymore because there's straight up no point. I have the beans, or the badges that I would want, you know? Let's see. I gotta say, though, this underground area is pretty nice on, like, a concept level for the shrooms. Because, like, you got all this oil down there, and you got, like, the pipes spewing out poison and all that. It very much so suits the shrooms, you know? Well, let's lower that bridge down, and this switch should allow us to get across the spikes. Okay, we need to put this guy down. Now we have a sort of minigame-ish? I don't know, this whole section is not exactly my favorite. But I mentioned earlier that, like, I didn't like the pacing too much, and that's because it felt like we got the 4th and 5th a little too conveniently, and a little too fast for my liking. I think that I wish we got the, like, I think that it would be more balanced if Bowser gave us the 4th, Cobalt Star. I think that would be better. If Bowser had one of the shards, and then we took it from him after beating him, I think that would be better. It would also make him more plot relevant, because he has something we need too, not just the fake Princess Peach. But anyways, if you haven't been watching, I guess, what we're doing is we're just shooting lasers at Mr. Chain Chomp over here. Now we gotta see which one's the real one. Gosh, I'm kind of bad at this, if I'm being honest. I think it's the right one? The very right? Maybe I'm wrong? Nope. Oh, okay, see this one's the, oh gosh, don't do this to me. It's spot the difference. It's upper right. It's, middle right, I should say. All of them are upper. Man, okay, I'm sorry, y'all. I just suck at spot the difference games, so. But there we go, we beat him, and the block is back to its rightful spot. Yeah, so this area is short, I should say. That's one thing I do like about it. At least it keeps it short. I just don't like that it just feels like padding to me. And it's in the final area, so, like, that's, like, double bad, you know? It's like if, let's say, a show, you know, killed off two of the main characters, right? And the main villain was about to win, but before the main villain's about to win, you get a bunch of filler, like, while you're just wondering what the heck's about to happen to the two main characters while you're waiting for them to get revived or something. That would suck. Imagine if there was filler like that. Man, good thing shows like that don't exist. But anyway, we're back in the main part of the castle. Oh, I'm wondering how many people actually know what I'm trying to reference with that one. But we got more rocket genes. So now we have a section of the game where we have to... Oh, well, let's do this first. So, you may have noticed we couldn't hit the laser beams before, but now we're at a point where we're able to. Like the upper right and upper left laser beams, we couldn't hit them before. Now we can, though. Which is where... This is kind of backtracking. I don't really count this because you're backtracking to new locations. So, I mean, I don't know. That really depends on how you are, what you consider backtracking. Ooh, there we go. Made the jump. For 10 coins, alright. That should have been where the rocket genes are. Oh well. We got crates, which we haven't seen in, like, since the Vim Factory, I think? The tutorial? Now, we're gonna have to kind of pace ourselves along the outside rim of the castle now. This is, like, the iffiest part of the level design for me, because it is kind of just backtracking in a different-ish way, you know? I mean, I don't fully mind it, I can see why people would. You know what I'm talking about? Okay, so the babies need to go here. Okay. So, the reason why I called them back is because the babies need to give us access to the upper left area, the upper left lasers, while the babies are going to go to the upper right themselves when the time comes. I do like how you kind of do, in order to go fast on this area, you do kind of have to have somewhat of a strategy as you're going along. It's something that you don't really think about too much, and, you know, it's an interesting twist. Take your time so you don't fall off the railings, though, because I'll be real, it took me a while to even realize that you were supposed to do this as a kid, but falling off the railings is the ultimate form of bad. Also, yeah, more lethal bombs, because that's fair. Smash eggs? Yeah, I guess smash eggs. Also, ghoul guys, lethal bombs. Make sure the ghoul guys don't possess the lethal bombs, because that is like a one-shot. That is a one-shot potential right there. And obviously, I don't think you want to be one-shot. Well, that was good. Dang, I thought I counterattacked him for... Oh, boy. Oh, okay, good. That, in fact, took care of one of the enemies, so maybe that wasn't so bad. So, I guess I should give a little history to the build that I'm doing right now. Well, not history. There's a little bit of history jived in there, but for the most part, I just kind of want to talk about the builds that I have going on with the characters. Because, you know, we're just backtracking, and we're gonna have to go to these areas as the bros eventually, and the babies are gonna have to go back to the right side anyway. So, the big bros, I like to make them my ultimate offensive users, because, you know, they're the steely types, you know, like, those two are going to be the main attackers unless they fall. The only times that they will not be the attackers is when they're just out of the game. So I don't feel the need to make the babies too offensive. However, I like making the babies offensive in their own rights. For example, I like making Baby Mario the attack spammer under most circumstances, which is where the Dire Free badge, not Dire Free, oh, I forgot what it's called now. Peak Free? Now I need to know. Hit Free! which is why the hit-free badge exists. It exists so that when these two do fight by themselves, Baby Mario could spam. Baby Luigi, on the other hand, has a different sort of offensive factor. He is based off of lucky hits. So we're gonna rely on him to, whenever we use Bros attacks, we're gonna rely on him to give us some lucky hits every now and again. Possibly help us out. I like this idea. And as for the Bros, Mario is meant to like take the treasure from enemies as much as he can, because obviously these are, getting these types of equipment is pretty important. And Luigi, well, he's just meant to spam Bros attacks all he can. Basically never use normal attacks. And I like these builds. I just think they're rather fun, they're rather enjoyable, and, it's not like they don't work or anything. I mean, we haven't had too much difficulty here. Now, I will say, though, the reason why I like this build is because, as a kid, my mom gave me an R4 card, which basically made it so I could have cheat codes, where I can customize character stats, I can even moon jump on the field, and it was kind of enjoyable, to be honest. And I do kind of miss the days where I could do that, but, also, like, the R4 card had, like, 70 DS games in one, which was the main reason I used it. I could enable or disable the cheats myself, though. Okay, let's get going. So now, the babies are at their destination, and now all we need is for the Bros to make it to theirs. But that's easy, because, I mean, we're the Mario Brothers, after all. Oh, man. That movie. I know a lot of people, like, they probably stopped talking about the Mario movie. Not me, dude. I could talk about that movie for ages. We're not gonna kill him with this, but, it's a matter for fun. I mean, bro's just sleeping. Okay, there we go. We'll use red shells. And I forgot what this guy drops. Red peppers? No, those are blue guys that drop that. What do you drop? I guess we'll find out. Ultra drops? Red shell. Wow, how funny. Whoa! No, thank you. No need to fight you guys anymore. Thank goodness. I am stuck. Really? This guy's the gatekeeper. Whoa, that's a lot of enemies. We're just gonna have to take our time on this, unfortunately. My hope is that we kill one, and then we'll go for the soul bubbles after. Oh no, but they're gonna bring them back to life otherwise. Oh, I don't really know what to do here. We're just gonna have to just tank it, really. They don't revive with too much health, but oh, dang it. But it's still the principle of the matter. Don't you dare, don't you dare. Okay. I was just hoping that you wouldn't revive the other soul bubble. Gosh, these guys go fast. Oh my goodness. This is beyond annoying. Dang, Mario with the luckies every time, I guess. Now, for those that may have realized it or not, you can actually not lucky. You can't get a lucky hit on a counter. Now, this didn't always stay true. This actually was... You actually could get lucky counters. on in one game, and that was Paper Jam. In Paper Jam, you get lucky counters, and it didn't change the game, I'd say, but it definitely was kind of interesting. Because, like, we were in a society where you couldn't do that, and now suddenly it's like, whoa, we could get lucky counters? It's kind of interesting. Ooh, sorry, my button mashing skills were a little off there for a minute. Oh, these guys definitely have resistances to that. Or not like a resistance, but like they aren't as weak to ice flowers as most other enemies in this area. Which, I mean, makes sense. If you look at their shape, what are they supposed to even look like? More red shells? Love it, love it, love it. Okay, that was a long fight, though. 1, 2. 3, 4. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I think that's it. I think that's it for this. I will meet you guys back at the pipe next time on Mario and Luigi Partners in Time. We get closer and closer to the very top of the tower. See you guys then.